Let's focus here on a specific part of our f string, the len function. We can see that is inside the curly braces in this f string. The len function is Python's universal tool for measuring the size of data collections. It tells you how many items are in a collection, whether that's characters in a string, items in a list, or entries in a dictionary. In our case, len with self.entityDatabase in the parentheses counts how many entities are currently stored in our database dictionary. If our database is empty, len returns 0. If we have 3 entities stored, len returns 3. This is incredibly useful for creating sequential numbering systems. Considering how this works, we've got our first entity, database is empty, so len self.entityDatabase returns 0, plus 1 equals 1, creating entity 001. Second entity, database has 1 entity, so len returns 1. Does that addition, we've got 02, and same thing again for third, then we have 03. The len function works with different data types. If you used it on a string like hello that has 5 letters in it, len with hello in quotes inside the parentheses, that would return 5 because it's counting the characters in that string. If you use it with a list inside of it, so it would be your len with your open and close parentheses, and then you would have the open and close brackets, square brackets inside of there with your comma separated values. If you had 1, 2, 3, that would return 3 because there's 3 items in that list. So real scientific instruments work this way. They automatically track sample counts, experiment numbers, and data collection sizes, and our simulator uses len to maintain accurate entity counts and generate proper sequential IDs. len provides real-time measurement of your data structures, enabling dynamic behavior that adapts to your program's current state.